What you are about to watch is known as an Epicsode. It was never intended to be so, but after a colossal amount of time invested into this video, we can certainly call it one. This will actually be our fourth Epicsode produced for Hermitcraft and the first of Season 6. Because by the end of this video, you will be seeing an essentially completed Nether Hub. So if you're a fan of time lapses, epic amounts of progress, and long videos, then leave a thumbs up on this one. It supports the channel, it supports what I do, and after the crazy amount of time I put into this, it would be greatly appreciated. So let's sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode here on the Hermitcraft server. And thanks to the new computer, we can just fly around this thing with smooth 60 FPS. I love it. But my friends, it's going to be a musical episode today because I've been doing the grind. As you know, we have been preparing some big projects like the Wither fights, our base, and the Nether Hub. The grind is real at the moment, and I've been doing the grind down in the basement of the base. And you're going to see some time lapses in this episode. We're going to start off with a short one because I built the very bottom of what's going on down here. I've also installed some skylights as well. So during the day, as it is right now, we're going to let a little light in through this glass here. And then there's another one just over here. And you'll see that it is mirrored on all the sides. So that should add that really nice effect to the blocks that are going to be built down the side, which is the next thing that we're doing. But first of all, let's get some music rolling and let's see how the floor was built. Wonderful, wonderful. I hope you enjoyed the music there. Let's go land on a ledge and appreciate the view. You'll probably notice now there are extra blocks around the outside, and that's where some of the skylights are shining down on. This is going to be some tricky to build stuff, my friends. The way you have to build this with the slabs, it's going to be a pain in the butt, and I need to figure out a technique for being able to build it without spending stupid amounts of time, because it actually took me quite a long time to do everything you see so far. Obviously it's going to go all the way up to around that kind of height, and then we've got the floor to build downwards as well. The floor, the ceiling, it's called a ceiling, Asuma, and then we've got to extend that in. Oh, there's just so much grinding to do. There is so much grinding to do, and there is so much that has been done. As I said a moment ago, it's going to be a musical episode. We're going to go into another time lapse because over there in the Nether Hub, things have progressed massively. And I've been recording the progress of us placing black concrete blocks and, you know, mining away all the temporary Nether Hub stuff that was left behind. And Mr. Cubfan has actually been a huge help in the area. He's gone and just made a ridiculous amount of concrete and actually finished the project up in there, as you'll see. I've got a load of this stuff that is now kind of useless. How much of it is actually in this thing in total? Oh, right, it doesn't back up to these chests. Okay, that's cool. That's really good. Anyway, once again, let's go ahead and cue some music. So now, my friends, we get to enjoy the wonders of a ghast-free nether hub. Immediately you can feel the sense of scale here as we look up and we see nothing but black concrete in every single direction. And look at the amount of space and room we have to fly around here. It's not cramped at all. You can get up close to the top, you can get close to the walls, but you've always got plenty of room to maneuver. And I am just loving this. And of course we're going to have a map in the middle of it on the floor eventually. In fact, we can see Cubfan right now doing more of the grind, getting rid of more of these blocks and just leaving in the temporary paths. That is fantastic. All of this stuff's going to change though soon. We need to place sea lanterns on the floor now. We pretty much got all the materials for that together. So there's going to be a floor of sea lanterns providing light for the entire area, and then the map gets built on top of it. It's taken an extraordinary amount of time, my friends, and there's so much more to go into it. But this project is just insane, and I'm loving every minute of it. Those sea lanterns have now been placed down, my friends. Goodness me, did we have an amazingly productive live stream. Hanging out and chatting. It was actually the last of 7 live streams we did in a row. If you've been watching the last couple of Hermitcraft episodes, I kept plug-in twitch.tv/xisumavoid. I'll do it again right now. And there we go. So Cubfan joined me over here as well, and we've actually run out of all of the sea lanterns we had prepared in advance, and I thought that we'd actually gotten all of them together, so maybe I did some maths wrong. But as you can see, Cub has come in here and removed even more of the blocks that were around where all these portals are. We've stripped it down to the bare minimum, and look, Cub is even still going with the placing of the sea lanterns, and this place is just a pleasure to fly around. It's absolutely hypnotic. And that is just a sea of sea lanterns. Excuse the pun. So yeah, I guess I'm going to focus on this Nether Hub a lot this episode. This episode might be now named after it, because Cub reckons that we can do all of this in a couple of days. And I think he's right. I think now is the time to put our foot on the gas and finish up this project. But since I'm about to head out during my day, I'm going to go AFK at my base so our Guardian farm can keep running and we can get those sea lanterns. Turns out I didn't really need to do much AFKing because Cubfan got his hands on some pumpkins. He told me he actually just finished trading his entire supply for emeralds, but now, as you can see, he's got his hands on some more, and the slabs and the glass is looking kind of crazy. I'm guessing this is to prevent the spawn of creatures that can spawn on top of these jack-o'-lantern blocks. Even though they emit light, things are different here in the Nether, so it's good to see that that precaution has been taken, because we do not want a bunch of ghast spawning around here. You can see there's a magma cube. Anyway, I have the client which has the map to be rendered in front of us, and I have created it so I can distribute it to the other hermits, and now everyone will have access to this. They'll be able to load up Minecraft and go, Aha, I can see the map. Which means we are now ready to start placing these blocks. And I'm going to start with the simple stuff over the edges here and just filling this in with tons and tons of carpet. The other good news is that all the materials for building this have been gathered. As you can see, some of the signs have even been removed. These used to have black concrete in, but all of that's been placed. So we should have all of the concretes and concrete powders, but the problem might be is that I maybe miscalculated how many of the light blocks we needed, and therefore some of these other counts might be off, but let's just cross our fingers and hope not. Anyway, like I said, the first thing I'm going to do is start off with the blue carpet, so I'm going to fill up 2 shulker boxes worth of that, but every single block that gets placed also needs grey glass on top of it, so we'll take 2 stacks of this and 2 stacks of those. Also, by taking the 2 stacks from the same chest, we can just remove the sign after, so that's a nice visual way of showing you how much has been done. So I was thinking that there might be a fun game we could play here, which is sort of like guess the continent, or guess which part of the Hermitcraft server this is, right? But the portals totally give it away, because my portal is over in that direction, which makes this lump here the futuristic area, and if we look at where the portals are here, below us is the shopping area. And I started off by placing both glass and carpet, and then I kind of got to this area where I was close to this, and I was thinking about time-lapsing, but now I've just gotten stuck into this mode of I'm going to place as many of these carpets as I can. They've started to come into the landmass in areas as well. But today has been a tricky day for me. If you've been watching my live streams, I've been talking about how I've been injured, I've hurt my shoulder, and I had to go to the physio, I had to go to the doctors, I had to get the car washed, I had to cook and clean. I have just been on my feet all day doing stuff, and it is now like 7 o'clock at night, and I'm not live streaming today, which is cool because that means I get to go on here and actually make some progress here in the Nether. I was thinking, let's get this thing like done all day, and I've just been out of the house on my feet. It's been crazy, but good news, the shoulder's starting to feel better. And you know, I'll talk about that more in the live streams because that's kind of where I do my talky stuff. In these videos, we just like to focus on what we're doing in the Hermitcraft world, right? But I am feeling better, and I'm just going to keep placing these carpets for as long as I can, and then whenever I get bored of doing this, I think the next step is to start filling in some of that area and make it into an interesting time lapse. Oh, what do we have here? A bunny rabbit in the Nether? A bunny rabbit that isn't attracted to my golden carrot? What is this? Turns out that this schematic mod, it also captures entities as well, which was quite the surprise in my base when I had creepers standing around not moving. But anyway, if I just press the M and R buttons together to turn this off, you see it renders in the rabbit as well, and that's just because the server which we originally created this map on for some reason just had rabbits in it, and so now it's part of the schematic. As you may suspect, placing carpets over and over again isn't the most interesting of activities, so I focused on all of the rivers in the area, the big ocean that we have in the middle, which is the aquatic district. You can kind of see what it looks like when we turn the rendering off, right? This means we can start to build the landmass, and yes, I was trying to fly, but flying on this server when it's busy, as it is right now, can be a little bit tricky. But yeah, there's where all the water goes in the world, and it's kind of curious to see it without the rest of the land. Anyway, when there's big lines like this, it just means pretty much there's ocean going all the way to the edge. So as I said, I've had a long day, and I'm kind of sick of placing the carpets, which I've been doing for the last couple of hours. So I thought I would leave these here. There are still chests more to go. It is quite unbelievable. So if anyone else feels like doing that, then all the carpets are there. I will pick this back up in the morning though. I really do want to make some progress in this area. It is a new day, and I have used up all of those shulker boxes worth of carpets, so mainly over in this area you'll see it's all been filled in. Not the most exciting of things. And I said that earlier this would probably be a musical episode, and that is going to be right, because when we're doing the grind here, it always makes sense to put the camera account up in the sky and record it, and speed it up, because that stuff is always interesting. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is pick out an area, possibly the Christmas area, which is below me at the moment, and place down all the blocks, put the glass on top, get this all ready, and while I'm doing that, I've got some hilarious footage to share with you. Doc M invited me to come and check out his toilet of all things. Doc M, my friend, I've been summoned from the Nether Hub, What is this? What is this emergency, super amazing thing that I have to see?
Yeah, I heard you have some digestive problems here and there because
You
we have
heard
no
that?
yeah, because we have no suitable, clean, and nicely working toilets anywhere on the server. And I heard, some people go behind trees, and there are
Oh,
some areas on the server that smell
oh
very
dear.
suspiciously.
Oh dear. Going behind a tree. I hope not around here. This is a beautiful garden, you know.
Yeah, but I had some suspicions. All of a sudden I had all kinds of weeds growing here, and I thought, who fertilized this area? Something is going on.
The
So,
hermits have been fertilizing trees due to a lack of toilets. That is remarkable, I must say. I've also
yeah.
made an observation here.
Mhm.
You're still wearing your Team Scar skin, man. I like it.
Yeah, I have a hard time letting go. My diamonds are still missing, but yeah, that's another topic. Um, so yeah, I took it upon myself to save Hermitkind, from
From
drowning in their own
yeah, feet.
droppings.
Okay,
We don't,
droppings is a far better term than
droppings,
I was going to say
right?
fecal matter.
Yeah, that almost sounds too chemical.
It's
Yeah, but
gross.
you know, the problem to all our solutions, no, the solution to all our problems is down here. All right. First
Oh,
of all,
dude,
I would highly,
this trash bin. Whoa, Grian's. What's going on here, man? Grian's face is in this trash bin.
I cannot be held personally responsible for that. That is the work of the chat on Twitch. They demanded a green head in the trash can. I don't know why. I just obeyed and then they donated a lot.
That's that's amazing. This is a beautiful bit of art using the armor stands, man. I love it.
Yes,
It's
it's the
what they
Bush
were for.
2.0. If somebody ever touches this trash can, we have a problem. Okay.
You got
Secondly,
a vending machine?
yes, a nice vending machine. What you do is here, I give you a diamond to test it. Actually, here, I have
Okay.
one on me. Take a diamond and throw it in the right side slot.
The shulker like that.
Yes, yes. And I'll make your selection. What do you want? 16 cookies or 16 ender
I'm
pearls?
feeling a little bit peckish at the moment. I'll go with the
All right.
cookies.
Boom. And now watch the dispenser slot on the left. The money is gone.
Oh,
Hmm.
dude, that's amazing.
Indeed.
Oh, I like that. The front of it. I bet there's a world of redstone below and behind.
No, it's not even that bad. Look, we can have a look here.
Oh,
Come
okay.
to the secret entrance. Ta-da.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Here, that's it. It's not that big.
That's pretty
There's,
compact, isn't it?
there's some other stuff going on for other mechanics that are happening here. But the thing itself is this wide up to here.
Yeah, that's pretty
It's not,
slim. That's pretty
yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, but it could be compacted. I assume we threw that together in an hour or so, but
Yeah.
it's pretty decent.
There's always a way to
Anyway,
make it slimmer.
yeah, the main part is here, the toilets. And I
Okay.
want you to press this button and walk in and fully experience
Hey,
it.
you hyped this up, man.
Yes.
You were telling everyone about it. Okay,
Oh
that's
my
really
God.
clever.
And it's working.
Whoa,
It's
what
a,
have I done? Okay, I haven't.
it's a working sink. Oh my God, mind blown. Look.
Okay, a working sink.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there's like a dispenser down there. That's really clever.
For
This
some
this
reason you
toilet looks
managed
a little bit. Oh, what is that, Doc?
you
What is
managed to
that?
you
Someone's
managed to
left a
break
floater.
it. Nobody ever managed to do that. For whatever reason you did it.
Oh, it's my
No,
derpiness
no,
is rubbing off on
no,
your redstone.
no problem. But technically, this should be off, and you step on, right, and then it works. And actually, there was your mirror image is in there too, with the
Yes.
zombie. But this is all decorative stuff, right? Now comes the real deal.
Okay.
First, come over here before you get to the crowning achievement of Minecraft history. Over here, first, let's go to this stall.
Right.
Hmm, look at
Okay.
that.
It looks
Call
clean
this
and
number. Iskal was here. Hmm.
graffiti. Oh dear.
Yeah. Let's see if he flushed the toilet. Make sure it's flushed. Oh my God.
Flushable toilet. That's pretty impressive, man.
See? You can do your stuff
Does
on
it
here,
flush
everything.
properly though? Because this one over
Yes.
here, it's got a floater on it. Ugh.
Yes.
Look at what someone's left behind.
Go ahead and flush it.
Oh, it stinks. And it's gone.
Oh, it's
Oh,
back.
it's
It's
back.
clogged up.
I'm
You know,
breaking
we
all
have
your stuff, man.
no, no, no. That's supposed to come back. You know, this is just a little gimmicky thing. We could make it go away permanently, but I liked it. You know, the ever returning poop.
It won't go down.
But you know, this is what I call evolution in Minecraft. We reached the epiphany. We have actually working toilets.
This is amazing, Doc. Like all the peeps that have been doing aesthetics for how who knows how long, and now you're bringing the redstone to it and making it realistic. I love it.
Yeah, just revolutionizing the game on a daily basis. That's what we do here on the Hermitcraft. You know.
I know how it is. Well, I know where I'm coming if I need to do a number two.
Yes, you're welcome. I'll install the payment booth outside.
Ah, I see. A toll to use it. I think that's fair. So I
Yeah,
don't have to keep going behind those trees.
that's how we roll in Germany. If you want to go to a toilet, you have to pay €1 for public toilets.
That seems fair, man. Thank you so much for showing me this awesome little set of contraptions you got going on down
No
here.
worries.
Is the rail ready to ride yet? Oh, I've
Yeah,
activated it, haven't I?
you also broke it, and you activate it
I
again.
break everything.
Yeah, now I need to manually walk down the
Ah,
piston bolt and pick up all the minecarts
it's
here.
on the line. I'm sorry. Your system isn't idiot proof. That's the one thing about it.
Yeah, that was clearly proven. Within 3 minutes, you managed to literally break everything I built. That's a lesson.
Oh, wow. So what a cool and crazy little bunch of builds Doc's got down here. I'm super impressed by the redstone stuff going on, man. It's inspiring. I can't wait for these big rhyme projects to be over. Maybe we should have a shot at doing some like smaller projects like this ourselves, you know, getting creative, getting inspired and doing some little bits and bobs with the redstone. Anyway, I said that this episode was going to be musical. I've been working in the Nether Hub and we are going to jump into a time lapse. So there it is, the first little bit of magic that will make up this Nether Hub. The glass on top is of course to prevent spawns on the blocks below, and I know many of you are going to comment about the colouring of this glass and suggesting different ones. We tried all the different colours of glass and felt that this one was the best, given all the options available. Here I am trying to fly on the server again. This is just how it goes. There we go. Probably used 100 rockets. I have used a serious amount of rockets just trying to get off the ground playing on here. Anyway, we got to lower the portal by 1 block there, 2 blocks over here, so you can access it from the glass. And this path up here and many other ones will have to be changed so that they're lower down so you can walk across the glass to get to your location. Or maybe having a lower and an above entrance as well, because one of the other things we're going to be doing is flying around the ginormous space of this Nether Hub. So there will be big openings on the side of the wall. Anyway, before I start doing some more stuff, don't know what it is I'm going to do next, I thought I would show you something. When I press M and R, we turn on the rendering of everything else. Notice how the glass kind of disappears into the rendered blocks, right? So we can see the glass or the lines that are on the texture, and then they disappear, and that is kind of trippy, and that made building this a little bit difficult. Required some concentration, because the way it renders these blocks, it renders it in front of the glass layer, so the glass disappears into it. So once again I've been placing blue carpet and glass, and what you're seeing here with the glasses was me. I decided to try and link it up to this thing so it's more nested in the corner, we can get a real feel for it. But then Mr. Impulse SB has come on here and been the MVP, if I get my words correct there, and he's filled out the blue carpets for everything else. Now I'm wondering if he's used some of his own, because when I logged out I actually had some of the blue carpets on me. and that's something I shouldn't have done. I really should have gone and put them back, but I wasn't aware anyone else was going to come on here and do anything. So as we fly around now, you can see that the blue carpets going all the way to the edges have been done the whole way around. So I'll be interested to see Impulse's video and see what he did there. Maybe we've actually overstocked the amount of blue carpets that we need, but it is glorious. I mean, that was a big job that needed doing, and as you can see, the focus is now on the island in the middle. So I have made some preparations here. These are temporary. I think it might have been smarter just to have moved the portals down, but then again, I'm also worried about them coming out of sync, so we need to do that properly. For now, we're going to have these pillars going up like that, and that's just cleared out some of the pathways that we had going around the place so that we can build the land underneath and use the camera in the sky to, you know, look at all of that unobstructed. Yes, that's the right word, unobstructed. I was reaching for one there. So yeah, let's continue with our very time-lapse heavy episode, get some music rolling, and create some more of this map. That is it, my friends. I am done with time lapses for this episode, or Epicsode as it has been retroactively renamed. Some strange effects going on here. So as we look around, you may notice, and you might have spotted it during the time lapses, but I've been chipping away at the bridges that have been left around the place here, and I'm yet to add ladders for all of them, but some of them you can see off in the distance have ridiculous ladders going upwards. Those will eventually be replaced with proper portals built into the map, and that is something we're going to do in the future. I mean, essentially I'm going to say that the Nether Hub is somewhat complete at this point in time, but the reality is that we have more decorations to do on the walls with entrances and organising the portals and making them look interesting. But even before I can say it's essentially done, we still have this blob of land in the middle right here, and I thought I would just show you what the building process is like, because I have come up with this technique of just middle clicking and then right clicking. So I select the block that I want that is directly below me, and this means, like you might have seen in the time lapse, that I can sort of go across back and forth methodically and place down the blocks that I want to. Sometimes I like to hop around and fill in a little space with just one material, and other times I just use the middle click constantly, right? And this is pretty much the process that you just saw in those time lapses. And then once I've filled in a little area, I come back and I fill it over with glass. And now we've got a little area here that needs filling in. So for this last bit, I'm not going to time lapse it. I'm just going to, stop recording at some point and get the rest of that done. Before, well, I don't actually need to place this glass. Let's just pillar up and see what is left to do and what is behind us as well. So that's the last bit right there. It's quite big, I'll give you that. And then, oh my goodness me, what an incredibly epic map we have around us. So my friends, with this project we've had extraordinary amounts of help from Cubfan and Impulse, and now Joe Hills as well, who was streaming while I was working on the last parts of this, and he was using up all of the glass, placing all the glass blocks everywhere, and I left behind 3 shulker boxes full of it, and he has emptied them, which I believe may just mean that every little bit of glass has been filled in. So if we do some inspection, it kind of looks like it. It really does look like it. Oh my goodness me. So while I was doing the island, I was connecting all of the bits together. And I know that Joe did the very middle as well. So by flying around like this and seeing all of the glass, it means that it's done. And this to me means that the Nether Hub is basically finished. Obviously we've got things like this to take care of. We've got new entrances to sort out on the sides, and other things to take care of, like moving the portals down and integrating them more into the map. And that's all going to come in future episodes, because I ain't got time to do much more right now. I need to get this video up on YouTube and rendered out for you. But look at it, what an absolutely amazing and epic project this has truly been. Oh, we've built a map of the overworld in the Nether on a ginormous scale, and I am forever going to be enjoying flying around this place to get to the Nether portals I want to go to. But as you might tell, this is where we're actually going to have to wrap this one up. There really isn't too much more for me to do right now, and the next stage will involve instructing the hermits on what to do with the portals and how we're going to make tunnels and stuff work and all of that. So if you have enjoyed this, what has become an episode with the amount of hours that I put into it, then a like would be appreciated on the video, of course. And this is the center of the map, by the way. This bit right here where the sign is, that's the very center of the whole hub. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you soon with another episode of Hermitcraft. Ciao for now. Bye bye.